All right. I think I'm live. There we go. All right, it's all kicking in. Great. Okay. So today I'm going to build a Slack bot. The idea here for this Slack bot is I want to build something where you can like reply to it. Well, somebody posts an image and then you reply to the image and you're like, needs more, whatever. And then it updates the image. I'm just not set up today at all, am I? And then it updates the image with whatever it is that you said, like needs more fireworks, and it puts fireworks on the image. And then it sends it back. And now you have an updated image. And this is like a morale sort of a thing. You'll see as we get further into it what I mean by that. But it's basically for making things. And I have never made a Slack bot before. Well, I haven't made it. I take that back. I made one in grad school for something. But I haven't made one in a while, and I've heard that they have changed the way that you build them. So we're starting from scratch here. I have no idea what I'm doing. Give me just a moment. Get all my stuff up and running, and then we will get started. Yay. Close that. Don't care. Not interested. Activity feed. There we go. All right, let's do this. Okay. Slackbot time. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's go start at the beginning. Well, you never do this. Slackbot API. Okay, enabling interactions with bots. Sure. Bot users. You're reading this because you're looking for info on legacy custom integrations, an outdated way for teams to integrate with Slack. These integrations lack newer features, and they will be deprecated and possibly removed in the future. We do not recommend their use. Instead, we suggest that you read about their replacements. Slack apps can be built for just your own workspace and distributed through the app directory. Okay, sure, Slack apps. Let's create a Slack app. App name. Pick morale. Developments. Oh, gonna have to create one. Great. Okay, off stream real fast. Let me go ahead and create one of these here. Slack.com. Your workspaces. Create a workspace. I'm going to create something like .com. I'm going to create check your email. Great. There we go. Okay, what's the name of your company or team? Pick Morale Development. Let's go with Pick Morale Dev. Yeah, that's what I like. Next. What is your team working on? Slackbot. Slack app? Let's call it a Slack app. Who else is working on this? Nope, just me. See your Slack channel. All right. Your full name. your password. Generate a new password. That'll work. I don't want any steps. Pick morale dev. Pick morale dev.slack. Yep. Email addresses. No, I'm good on that for now. Explore Slack. Enable desktop notification. Yeah, whatever. I just got a message from something, which is freaky because I don't think I'm logged in anywhere. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Oh, here it is. Your Slack bot. Okay, and we're good. All right, so we have ourselves a little Slack place. And what I want to do now, actually real fast, let me go ahead and update show matching sites. Need to add back. Add. Open my vault. Add. URL. Pick morale dev.slack.com. Save. Name. Pick morale dev Slack. Great. Okay, perfect. There we go. Okay, we have created an... Now we need to create an app. I wonder if this... I probably have to refresh this, actually. Create an app. This is going to be called Pick Morale Bot. Pick Morale Dev. Great. How do we do this? There we go. That's got some credentials on it, which we should probably hide. Thank you for just, you know, making those available. Oh, I see. It's hiding the secrets, which is fine. Okay, so this is okay. It's hiding the secrets. Okay. So, add features and functionalities. Add buttons to your app's messages and create an interactive experience. Event subscriptions. Make it easy for your app to respond to activity in Slack. Post messages from external sources into Slack / commands. Allow users to perform app actions by typing commands in Slack. Bots. Add a bot to allow users to exchange messages with your app. I think that's probably the way that we want to go, right? Interactive components. Event subscriptions. Make it easy for your app to respond to activity in Slack. Add a bot to allow users post messages from external sources into Slack. Allow users to perform app actions by typing commands in Slack. I think that's sort of the one that I want. Let's see what that is. Create a new command. / Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Request URL. I don't really have, like, it's like localhost. How am I going to send this to localhost? That's not what I want. Basic information. Interactive components. Add buttons. Event subscriptions. Make it easy for your app to respond to activity in Slack. Bots. Let's try bots. You can bundle a bot user with your app to interact with users in a more conversational manner. Learn more about how bot users work. Celeste. Hey, Office Bot, please add espresso beans to my grocery list. Done. There are 4 items on your grocery list. Oh, ice cream too. I think that's sort of it. Read this if you are still experimenting, prototyping, and exploring. Read first, introducing BlockKit. Tools, incoming webhooks. Nope. Okay. I feel like the slash commands is ideal because I want it to, I guess it's just like anything event subscriptions. Your app can subscribe to be notified of events in Slack. For example, when a user adds a reaction or creates a file at a URL you choose. Tell us where to send your carefully selected. Subscribe to the event types you need. As users install your Slack app. I think I just want to go the bot route. Permissions. I think we're just going to go the bot route. A bot is a type of Slack app designed to interact with users via conversation. I think that's going to be right. A bot is the same as a regular app. It can access the same range of APIs and do all of the magical things that a Slack app can do. But when you build a bot for your Slack app, you're giving that app a face, a name, and a personality, and encouraging users to talk to it. Your bot can send DMs, and it can be mentioned by users, and it can post messages or upload files, and it can be invited to channels or kicked out. Yeah, I mean, overall, I think this is what we want it to be. Creating a bot user. First, you'll need to create a bot user for it. Here's your app setting page. Add a bot user. Pick Morale Bot. Usernames can't contain special characters. Sure, we'll just stick with Pick Morale Bot, whatever. Always show my bot as online. When this is off, Slack automatically displays whether your bot is online based on usage of the RTM API. Whatever, we come back to that. Add bot user. Okay, save changes. Great. Okay, I'll be right back. I have to take my daughter to the restroom. I'll be right back. All right. There we go. She's good. I'm good. Let's get back to it. Okay, so we have created a bot user. Display name. Setting up the Events API. The Events API is a bot's equivalent of eyes and ears. It gives a bot a way to react to posted messages, changes to channels, and other activities that happen in Slack. When these events happen, a data payload will be sent to your bot, and it can use the data to form a useful response. Giving your bot access to the Events API is pretty simple. From your app settings, click the Event Subscriptions feature in the navigation menu. Event Subscriptions. Okay. Switch to enable. New screen of options. Configure the request URL that the data payloads will be pushed to. Configure the request URL. Wow. How do I do this? This is kind of lame. I'm not sure how to do this. Slack app development environment. Using ngrok. Running a Slack bot on AWS using Cold Brew CLI. Testing shared channels compatibility? I don't know. Creating apps and integrations for Slack is super easy. You can have webhooks or slash commands working in no time, but it'd be great if development could be simplified even more by allowing you to test your request directly from your machine without constantly redeploying your work to a hosting environment. Yep. Enter ngrok. The handy tool lets you set up a secure tunnel to your local host, which is a fancy way of saying it opens access to your local app from the internet. This is what we'll do in this tutorial. Download and set up ngrok on Mac. Set up a simple HTTP server with Node.js. Build a Slack app. Create a slash command that sends a request to your new ngrok address and simple message back to Slack. I mean, this doesn't work on... This isn't going to work, is it? ngrok.io. Oh man, this is going to be a nightmare. Pricing. Free. One online grok process. 40 connections a minute. More of this. Just more and more and more of this. Get started for free. Oh, man. Okay. It's like I don't even have a place to deploy this to if I wanted to deploy this. Can I deploy this to some Azure thing? Probably. Is that what I want to do? Not really. Is that what I have to do? Almost certainly. It would be great. Let's just see. As we finish going through here. Okay. Tunnel your server. Create a simple HTTP server. I also don't want to write the app. Creating a Slack app and testing it locally with ngrok. Create your Slack app. Let's just see if there's like a .NET Slack app. C# Slack API. Real-time messaging API. This library supports the web and RTM APIs, but what's really sharp is that it supports wrangling access tokens with OAuth 2.0. I don't know Slack API. Let's go to it. Whatever you made it a thing. Let's go take a look at it. Some examples can be found in the wiki. Third-party implementation of Slack API written in C#. Real-time messaging API. Examples. Programmatically getting your auth token from your email and password credentials. Creating a Slack. Sending a message to a direct user. I want it to be a... I guess I could just create a bot user. Let's see. Okay. You'll need to configure that the data payloads will be pushed to. This URL needs to be verified first. Then you'll add in some individual event subscriptions. For our bot, we're interested in the bot events, so click the Add Bot User Event button. There are lots of different event types you could add, but for the purpose of this tutorial, let's add 2 event subscriptions. App Mention, which sends events when someone mentions your bot, and Message Channels, which sends events when a new message is posted in a public channel. Installing the bot to a workspace. Your bot user is added to your workspace by installing the app that the bot is associated with. Once you do this, you'll get a bot token that is imbued with the bot scope. The token can be used with a subset of web API methods that we'll discuss later. If you have already installed your app in the past, you'll need to reinstall to grant the additional bot scope. The process is the same either way. In your app settings page, these are the same page. In your app settings page, I guess we are going to have to make a way to deploy this, which I'm not really looking forward to. I would really love to be able to just build a bot that runs on my machine or runs, wherever I want it to run. And they're going to have to send me messages. They're going to have to push me messages. Subscribe to bot events. Okay, I've got a bot user. I need to install it in the workspace. Install app into workspace. On PicMorale Dev, PicMorale Bot would like to confirm your identity. Yep. Okay, great. That's awesome. How you end up getting OAuth tokens that just show up right there on the screen. That is so awesome. Okay. Slackbot, right now in your workspace you can invite a new member. If you'd like, you can restrict it to just administrators. Thanks, Slackbot. Slack app. Okay. PicMorale Bot. Okay, great. OAuth tokens for your team. Okay, I have installed the bot into the workspace. On this page, click a button, add app to your workspace. If you have already installed your app, the button click will instead be marked reinstall app. You'll see a permissions authorization page. Click authorize. You should also invite the bot to a public channel somewhere in your workspace. Once installed, you will have generated a bot token. Bot tokens can also be generated using the OAuth install flow if you are distributing your app beyond your own workspace. Handling events. Receiving events. Here's how we might build our code for receiving events. Router.post. Let payload equals this.body. Response.sendStatus 200. Responding to mentions using the web API. We'll call the chat.post message. The first line of the joke is sent. Knock knock. You can read okay. Payload.event.text includes tell me a joke. Responding to other messages. Response text makes a call. Okay, so these are receiving, and now you have to make a call to chat.postMessage. Variations in phrasing. Great. So it doesn't even really give you an example of how to do that. Oi. All right, we're going to try this Slack API thing and see if we can figure this out, running it from our machine. Let's just give this a shot. Let's go create a folder somewhere. This is going to be new folder pick morale bot. Okay. And then view a terminal. .NET new. Console? I think. No. Slack client. Great. The example. Oh, crap. No, bring everything back, please. There we go. The example is not there, which is awesome. First things first, you're going to need one of Slack's auth tokens. Once you do that, connecting is as easy as Slack socket client. This feels outdated. It sure does. It sure does. Slack client. I really feel like this is outdated. Maybe we are just going to do this. Response text. Threaded messages. Chat.post message. Okay. Bot user OAuth access token. These tokens were automatically generated when you installed the app to your team. You can use these to authenticate your app. All right, well. Okay, well, I guess what we're going to do is we're just going to try and figure this out. And for the time being, I think we're going to just use the example here and see if we can copy the example as like a starting point, and then we'll just move on from there. So yeah. Okay. VS Code Start Express project. Hey, Bucky55, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. I don't know what I'm doing today. We're just trying something new. I'm trying to have a little fun and make a little pick bot. Not sure how long you've been around here, but the idea is that when somebody posts a picture in Slack, you'll be able to reply to the picture and say like, "Oh, needs more fireworks" or "needs more, whatever." And the idea is that boom, it'll pop up and all this stuff will start flashing all over the place, and it'll just be fun. And the trouble that I'm having is the last time I built a Slack app, there used to be just like a WebSockets API, and it was just like a fire hose of messages, and all you had to do was filter them. Now you have to like actually deploy something, it seems like, and deal with that madness, which is what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to just basically follow the really simple example that they have here, and then that's it. So let's just see here. I've got code. I want to say, okay, create app.js. Yeah, sure. App.js. Var message equals hello world. Console.log of message. Okay, great. Node app.js. That didn't do anything. Oh, well, it helps if you save the file. Okay, great. Now, let's do npm install gexpress generator. Sure, npm install g npm. And now we get to wait for however long. Okay, great. cd dot dot rm pick morale bot. Move pick morale bot. Did that do? R. Windows command line delete directory. Oh, rmdir. That's silly. Pick morale bot. That's right. It is. Okay, sure. Express pick morale bot. Great. npm install. Nope. cd pick morale bot. Install npm install. Okay. npm audit fix. Great. You can't fix it. That's awesome. npm start. localhost 3000. Hey, welcome to Express. Okay, great. Okay. So now we've got this running. So now we have an app. And really what I want to do is something related to routes. Use index router. Sure, let's go do that. Do I want users? I don't think I want users. I think I want something like Slack.js. Okay, and then we're just going to copy all of this crap. We're going to say Slack. Okay. Okay. Now let's go back to the example. Router.post. Receive the payload. Okay. Router.post Slack. Payload.body response.send. Why are you complaining? Missing a comma. 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 Missing a comma. Function. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. So I don't actually even care about that. Yay. Alright, post to Slack. Okay, let's go back to like setting this up. And we're gonna have to actually like make this work with this Slack app. Okay, how are we gonna do this? How are we going to do this? Okay, installing the bot into a workspace, setting up the events API, configure a request URL. Events API request URLs. Request URLs operate similarly to / command invocation URLs and message button action URLs. They all receive an HTTP post containing data in response to activity. Yes. Request URL configuration and verification. Your event request URL must be confirmed before saving this form. If your server takes some time to wake up and your initial attempt at URL verification due to a timeout, use the retry button to attempt verification again. The events sent to your request URL may contain sensitive information associated with workspaces having approved to your Slack app. To ensure that the events are being delivered to a server under your direct control, we must verify ownership by issuing a challenge request. After you've completed typing your URL, we'll dispatch an HTTP post to your request URL. We'll verify your SSL certificate and we'll send an application JSON post body containing 3 fields. Careful, response URLs are case sensitive. Responding to the challenge. Once you receive the event, complete the sequence by responding with HTTP 200 and the challenge attribute value. Responses can be sent in plain text. Alternatively, if you're feeling more formal, respond with and a named challenge parameter. Or if you feel like showing off, return some JSON. Okay. Wow. Yeah, crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Goodness. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Okay. Goodness. What do I want to do with this? Alright, so you've created this Slack app. Refactor our script to work with Slack. Okay, let's just put this over here. Let's put this over here. Let's give ourselves some space because that's really small. Okay. Express. Express. I don't really care about logging. I don't care about any of this really. Okay. I don't care about any of this. I don't even care about cookie parser. I really don't. Probably breaking it if I do this. Okay. Great. Okay. I don't think I want any of this. Hey, good stuff. Just popped in here. Can you catch me up in some context? Yeah. So I'm trying to make a Slack app for like the idea is that somebody posts a picture and then you're like needs more whatever, needs more fireworks, and what it does is it takes that picture and then it's going to render some other crap on top of it and then it's going to post the picture back to Slack. That's the idea. Where I'm at right now is not there. Where I'm at right now is trying to figure out how to get a Slack app running on a place so that I can get going. What I've got so far is, a workspace set up. Boom. I have the app actually installed on it. I've got all the credentials that I need in order to get it going. And now what I'm trying to do is figure out how to actually get the bot to start receiving messages. Oh, we used to deploy to Heroku. Yeah, right now what I'm trying to do is there's this they have this thing about how to like, nope, not this one. I lost it. Platform. Oh, this one. They have this thing called ngrok, which apparently, if you sign up for this, it will basically tunnel the request to your local machine, which I think is going to be more of a pain to set up than anything else because, I have to get through my router and like open up ports and stuff like that. So I was also, yeah, with DNS. Yeah, I was also thinking about possibly just like firing up like an Azure instance and dumping something on an Azure instance, but the idea of like deploying constantly to test whether or not the thing works is kind of a bummer. So I really want to debug locally, but right now I just kind of want to get it up and running because I don't want to waste like all day just trying to get it up and running. I want to see messages, dump them out to a console or something like that. Right. Right. Yeah. No, that's not a bad idea. Well, it takes 2 seconds if you know how to do it. Which I don't, to sort of answer that. Okay. Well, if you're here and you're hanging out, have you ever built a Slack app before by chance? Yeah. Oh, well, great. Have you built? So what I would like to do, I don't even mind using Heroku or something like that. I'm trying to get to like a working state as quick as possible. You think you could help me out with that a little bit? Um, right now, what I'm trying to do is I have just created this like Express app. I have added in this like Slack thing to actually respond to the messages. This comes right from their example right here. What I need to do next is implement the like challenge so that I can verify the URL, which means I have to get this thing running somewhere and I have to get the challenge implemented, and then that's pretty much it. Other than that, I just want to like literally like console.log payload and like see what comes out. So I'm trying to get rid of everything that I don't need here. I don't need this user stuff. I think instead of users router, we'll do Slack router. Put in Slack here. Put in Slack router. Slack. So I don't have any Node experience, but I built them with Ruby and Python. They ran on Heroku or on AWS EC2 with a webhook URL and a token. Right. Okay, so you don't have any experience with this, but you understand the part about how to get the webhook URL set up correctly and how to get through all of this verification stuff. That's really like my goal right now. And let's just, I guess for the moment, go to index and just we can delete this. Views, or something about views. Jade layout error. Okay, great. Index. We're gonna put this in here. Oh, that's interesting. I shouldn't have done that. Let's go to my trash can. I want to bring that back real fast. Recycle bin. Restore. Users. Aha, so I do want this. Okay. So this needs to be slash. Got it. Now we can get rid of users because I found out what I needed to find out there. And then we want to just go to this index. Turn index Slack app. Slack app. Pick morale bot. Okay. And then reset this. And then revisit the page. Where is this thing? Localhost 3000 Express, and then if I go to Slack, we should see, okay, all right, perfect. Looks like my token method has been deprecated. Yeah, that's my big thing, is the last time I built a Slack app was like 2 years ago, and it was super easy because you just wrote a console app that opened up a WebSocket, and boom, messages started flowing in, and that was that. Yeah. And it was so easy. And now it's like you have to get something live and running on the internet in order for them to verify the thing. And then you can start actually doing some work. Right. Yep, okay. Well, that's cool. So let's just see how far we can get. Got a few hours to work on this. Okay, so far we have an app. Let's see about the actual... Let's see about this token thing and how we want to respond to this. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. I really appreciate it. Alright, so what we need is something called a challenge. URL verification. So I think we get to determine the URL, which is just going to be /slack. And then they are going to send to us, we'll dispatch an HTTP post to your request URL. We'll verify your SSL certificate. I don't even have SSL for anything. I guess none of this is live, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. This seems like it's not going to work. Oh no, one's a post, one's a get. Are they going to post? Yeah, they're going to post. Okay, so let's do verification. Handle verification request. Yeah, probably. I don't know. We can get something up and running. I've got some Azure credits, so we should be able to get this live at least. Okay, so this is going to take in request.body. No matter what, we're going to want that. Okay, so handle verification request. This needs to be like, isn't... request.body. I'm just going to guess that that is... All right, if payload dot challenge, then we want to basically respond with, okay, so now I need to go, because I don't know how to do this at all, express response raw text. Middleware if your client's request was not made with your application. response okay, response dot send. Oh, you can just send it whatever you want. That's easy enough. 200 payload dot challenge. And that should be it. Return. Okay. So this will handle the verification request, I hope. We will find out soon. That's what I need to return is the challenge. Great. Okay, now I'm going to have to get this thing set up. Now I'm going to have to get this thing set up. Let's just test whether or not this works. That's a great place to start. Let's test whether or not this works. Let's kill this. C. Yes. Let's go to npm start. Great. Now that it has started, let's go to I don't use it very much. Like every time I want to, I just end up finding an easier way to do it, something that I'm like more in tune with instead of actually investing the time in it. All right, let's open up something so we can actually send some messages to it. A little RESTlet client here. No, use without an account. Okay, now I want some new local HTTPS. Let's just do local host 3000 Slack, and I want to post to it this challenge example. Great. Let's see what happens. It's sent back the challenge. I feel pretty confident that that's going to do what they're asking. Right? The body came back and it was just this. Can I see the original response? That'd be way too easy, wouldn't it? Just show me. I just want to see the text. Whatever. Okay, this is good enough. I feel confident that that's going to work. What if I send something else to it that doesn't include a challenge? Like, you know, message. Hello. Hello, Nick. All right, I got an okay back, so we're actually hitting this now. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's going to return to the challenge. This is going to respond to the event. I guess, you know, since we're doing this, we might as well go ahead and make it like a little echo bot. And we'll just send back the message. So let's see here. That was good. We'll keep this. I don't actually need that around. Okay, so let's return back the message that was given to us. Payload.event.type. Payload.event.type. No. Give me a message. All right, if payload.event.type equals message, payload.event.text. Oh, great. Yeah, thanks, man. Okay, so we need to put in Oops. Well, let's just do it here first, I guess. All right, if it equals this, then what we, and this is just going to be our like failsafe. If it equals a message, then we want to go look at how to actually respond. Call to chat.post message. Chat.post message. Okay. Oh wow, we have to actually fire off a message to here. We can't just send a response. Wow, that's frustrating. Well, whatever. Gotta do what you gotta do. Let's have a function called send message. And this is going to be message text. And that's really all I have right now. And this is going to be send message of payload dot event dot text, you said? Text. Go back, open this in a new tab. Gonna close that. Okay. Keep that open. This ngrok thing will move to the side for now. Oh, just payload.text. Payload.event.text. Okay, payload.event.text. And then we won't even put this in here. We'll just send a message back. Okay, cool. Send message. Why are you giving me hell? Expected. Yes. Wait, what? Like that? No. I am unclear as to why this is complaining. Closed all of these. Maybe it just wants something in here. Int I equal, oh wait, nope. Bar I equals 0. Yeah. I don't know. It's JavaScript, it ought to just work. That really only started happening when I did this, right? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, send message. So we need to make a call to chat.postMessage using the bots token. Okay. Post. It needs to be node post requests. Great. HTTP. So I guess I need this one. Require HTTP. And then I need post message, and this message needs to include. Yep. Heard that. Absolutely heard that. No kidding. Post data. Query string.stringify. All right. I feel like this is even going to be outdated. Request.post. There we go. Let's just do it like this. Okay. request.post. And this is just going to be the URL from here. And this is going to be the value that you need sent. Okay. You want to just give me an example? Because that'd be awesome. This looks like a great example. Response, a typical response. It's not what I want. Okay. So I'm just going to go like that, and that's where we're going to start putting things. We're going to have a token for sure, because it's required. Token. Something. We're going to have a channel. Because it's required. We're going to have text because it's required, which in this case is going to be message text. And then everything else appears to be optional. So we're going to ignore them for now. We're also going to pass the channel in. And then the token, which I'm not going to get away from just having on here. It doesn't really matter for now because this is just development. Oh, they have a message builder. That's slick. Text, attachments. That's cool. Okay. That is cool. Token, channel, text, message text. I'm just going to leave it like this for now. I think after this I want to just fire and forget, and I don't really care what happens to it. Bot, chat, write, response. I think I'm just going to not care what happens. That's my short answer. Still need function, still need this. We'll just log whatever comes out. Error, response, body. If not error and response.status code equals 200, how about we just console.log all of these things? Console.log error, response, and body. Console.log error, console.log response. Yeah, let's try it like that. Alright, so we have a send message thing that basically will echo because we're just sending it, and we need to send the channel, which I'm guessing is like payload.event.channel. I'm gonna guess. Let's see. Events. Chat. Link names. Attachments. This is me posting. How do I get it from the threaded messages? I don't want post message. I want to receive an event. And this event is going to have the events API. Event dot type. All right. TS. What is TS? Timestamp. User. Event ID. App ID. Token. Team ID. I'm really not seeing anything related to the channel. Oh, a timestamp and a few extra digits. The unique identifier of the workspace team where the event occurred, the token, the app ID, the event, the type. Really not saying this. Timestamp is a combination of timestamp, team ID, user ID, and channel ID. Or channel ID. This field, how do I get the channel? Auth users, event ID? It's got to be the event ID, right? No. This is really silly. I have no idea. Event.item.channel. Oh, look, man. There you go. See? More eyes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by, Oliver Dunk. I like your name. All right. Payload.event.item. .item.channel. Okay. Now seriously, why is this complaining? Functions don't have to have a semicolon. Why on earth is it wanting a semicolon? I certainly need a semicolon here. Expected. You're just not helping me. How about const send message equals, oh wait, does it want one of these things? Is it like this? Oh, there we go. Hey, let's do it like that. Okay. Okay. Let's see how far we can get with this. This seems like it's got everything it needs to like post something back. I'm really... All right, so I guess the next thing we're going to have to do is actually get this thing live on the internet. How can we do that? How can we do that? I guess we're going to have to push it somewhere. Let me go see if I have something available on Azure. Azure. Sure. Sign in. Not that one. I think that's going to be it. Stay signed in. Wow, you didn't even ask me for two-factor authentication? That's freaky. That's a little freaky. Okay. Let's go to the portal. Let's set up some sort of making this up as I go. I have $50 in credit. That ought to be enough to develop this thing. So I want to create, I guess I want to create a, how about we just Google this one? Deploy Azure deploy node app. All right. So I have node and npm. I've got node start, Great. Create a project zip file. Sure. Let's try creating a project zip file. Let's kill this. Cd dot dot zip r pickmoralbot dot zip dot front slash pickmoralbot. Oh my. Let's go take a look at that. Do 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 do. Culture development. Pickbot morale. Let's see what's in it. Yeah, looks like that's it. Or did I want to create it in that folder? I don't know if I need these all at the top level. Not 100% sure. Anyway, open Azure Cloud Shell. Okay. Oh, look, there's a button right here to do that. Let's do that. I have to do this off screen. I'm sorry y'all aren't going to be able to see this, but I have private stuff on here that I certainly can't have on screen. Try to select in the upper right corner. Open Cloud Shell in your browser. And the Cloud Shell button. Bash. I'd rather do this with a GUI. I'm going to do this with a GUI. I'm not good with command lines. So what do I want to do? I want to create an Azure App Service plan. Okay. No, I want to create a resource group. There we go. Add. Yep, that's the one. Resource group name. We're going to call this pickmoralbot. Review and create. Yeah, sounds good to me. Central US, whatever. Just do your thing. Just make it happen. Okay, great. Hey, what's up, man? Happy Thursday. How are you doing? I'm trying to get this Slack bot running, but apparently to develop a Slack bot, you have to have this thing like live on the internet, and so I'm like trying to set up an Azure instance with that I can just dump a Node app on to see if we can actually get this thing to a development state. I didn't realize it was going to take hours just to get to the point of trying it out. But busy. Second emote. Oh, nice, man. What is that? Oh, a sunken ship. Heck. That's great, man. I love that. I have to get that second tier subscription. That's awesome. Did you pinging them yesterday get them to move along any faster, or is that just how long it takes? Oh, tier 1. Okay, great. Yeah, no, it is a lot to do with the port forwarding stuff. Also, you know what? Maybe that is an easier way. Let me go ahead and just set it up locally. So I've got 3,000 running locally. If I just go to admin.router.com, is that how you do it? No, it's just router.ausis. Router.ausis.com. There we go. Put in those credentials. Okay, here's my router. And actually, I'm going to take that off the screen because y'all are going to see my IP address. And I'm about to open up a port. Both things that sound like awful ideas to put on stream. Okay, so we want to go to port forwarding. How are we going to get to port forwarding? VPN administration? Nope. VPN LAN? Route. Gateway. No, I want forwarding. I'm not sure how to do this. Find the IP of your local host. Okay, I do know how to do that. The IP, the network map, view the client list, find me. I mean, I'm plugged in. It ought to just show up, and it's not. That would be way too easy, wouldn't it? About 19 iPads, my Raspberry Pi, my laptop. Seriously, I don't see it. Well, I guess the easy way to do this is just like in a console window, right? Just netstat or something. ipconfig. Goodness me. Scroll up. In Larson home. DNS suffix. Hyper-V. Scroll up there. 192.168.29. Oh, that's crazy. It has it as Ausus. I guess it's putting it as not my computer name, but my... Sure. Okay. Okay, so now I want to go from here to port forwarding. Where is port forwarding? This is going to be in WAN? Yes, port trigger. Is it a port trigger? WAN? Yeah, I'm in WAN. Okay. Virtual server. Virtual server. Aha, service name. We're going to do pickbot. Nope, we'll just keep the names correct. Pick morale bot. Source target. Enable port forwarding. Yes. The range is just 3,000. The local IP is that one. The local port is 3,000. Port is the same. TCP. What is source target? Is source target something I need to worry about, or just service name? Let's just see. I'll just hit apply. No data in the table. Well, I'm going to guess that I did something incorrectly. This. Right here, the source target. Oh, look, it has a... Yeah. Enable, right here. Enable port forwarding. Pick morale bot. 3,000. That one. 3,000. TCP. TCP. Source target. Port forwarding source target. Control F. Source target. Rules that only the IP address can be forwarded for the match port for source IP. Oh. So it's where it comes from. Okay, great. So when I click apply here, I just get no data in the table. I'm wondering if it's just like it crapped out. Oh, let me pull this off screen again. Asus router.asus.com. Okay, let's pull that back. That's any. Oh, it's just a bug. I just need to update or something. Okay, so WAN. No data in the table. Okay, ipconfig renew.